Hello and welcome to Lewis K. Gleason Field on the grounds of Greater Lawrence Technical High School in Andover, Massachusetts for today's Merrimack Division playoffs for girls flag football. My name is Animo Osmani, and joining me is LHS junior Stephen Manning.
Hello, I'm Stephen Manning, and I'm excited to be out here for the girls flag football game. You know, really interested to see how they will do. I've heard they've had a pretty good season. It's been a learning experience for a lot of them. So I'm just excited to see how they'll do today.
Absolutely. This is the first playoff games for Lowell High School, obviously, because it's the inaugural football team. Flag football just came to Lowell High School this year, so we're seeing history in the making potentially.
Yep.
Lowell High School won the crane toss, and they're going on offense first. This is second down. Here's a toss back to Diana Reyes.
Oh,
and that whistle wasn't for us. That was from the adjacent fields, as we got three simultaneous games going on. Diana Reyes takes it all the way up to
she got a lot of yards on that play.
Near midfield.
It's a great start. See, running the ball.
Diana under center. Tosses it back to Imani.
Oh, and
Imani runs up the
keep,
middle.
And she gets pulled. And she gets a few yards.
Just a little bit more of context for today's game. Lowell High School enters this tournament with a 7-9 record, after a 2-game winning streak. The last 2 games, a victory against Methuen and Collegiate Charter School of Lowell, respectively. And today is a tournament-style bracket, so first one to drop this game, unfortunately, that will be the season. But first to 3 wins after today will book a ticket to Boston College for the flag football state championships.
Oh, it's an out-of-bounds pass. Well, it's good that they're on a 2-game winning streak because I think that definitely helps coming to the playoffs. They're coming in hot, so.
Carry the momentum over into today's game against Needham, by the way. It's our first opponent. And we played against Needham early in the season, week 1 actually, and Lowell came out of that matchup with a 14-13 victory.
Wow, so it was a close game.
And you could best believe this game will be just as intense.
Yep, it seems like Lowell's on defense now.
Herzia with the pass up the middle finds number 5. We don't have any roster sheets for any other teams, so they will be referred directly by their jersey numbers. So we apologize to the respective communities of our opponents that we're facing today.
So it seems like Needham is starting the game with passing compared to Lowell, who is running the ball. Oh, and there's a messed up snap on that play.
Loss of down. That's going to be 3rd down.
Yep. And usually in football, it's plays like this that can change games. Obviously, right now it's early in the game, but messing up snaps later in the game could always make big impacts.
Oh, here's the defensive switch.
With the pass.
A little bit of confusion of the defensive scheme. Did you see that?
Kind of saw it, but hey, Lowell got the stop.
It looked intentional. Jasper Ray started out as a corner all the way on the right side, shifted to the middle to cover the center. We thought the right receiver would be wide open, but she was covered. So that was a good defensive scheme.
Yep.
That's going to be 4th down for Needham.
Or
actually, that's a turnover down.
Low ball.
Low ball. Maybe 3 and out in flag football.
Yeah, it might be. Come the field. The field is pretty.
Got a conversation among the refs now, trying to situate what's going on. I believe at the turnover and downs, they have to go to the first orange cone marker closer to the end zone.
That's interesting.
So Imani under center. Toss play to Diana, who's going to pass.
She's looking
for options.
Oh.
And took too long. That's going to be a loss of down.
Yep. And seems as if there's a problem going on.
It's going to be discussion among the rules here.
Yep.
Seeing if it was in fact an infraction.
Yeah. I think she could have ran that ball. Oh, yeah.
Did you see the decision that was made by the refs by any chance?
Nope, I could not hear, but it seems the ball stays in the same place, so I think they're probably replaying the down.
Here comes the same play, but Diana's going to try to take off. Trying to shake past 2 defenders. And
oh, she's still going. That was some decent yards. I think they're trying to get a first down right now.
almost made it past 2 Needham defenders back there.
Mm-hmm.
Thought she was corner pushed out of bounds, but the whistle didn't blow until the flag was actually blown.
Yep.
Here's a stacked formation to the left with Imani in the shotgun. Looking for her options. Ooh,
Yeah,
the
that's a
corner
deep
route.
ball.
Ooh.
Almost close.
Right on the side, right at the sideline.
But that was a great ball.
Great ball.
That was
Indeed.
right at her.
Also, a fun fact for first things that ever occurred at Lowell High School. I think this is the first time this year that Raider Media Lowell is covering a sports game on the road outside of the city lines of Lowell. So this is exciting for us too. A little field trip.
And here's a motion. It's a
sweep
run play,
handoff.
jet sweep. She's still, and not much gain on that play. But Lowell will retain the ball.
Diana Reyes, freshman running back,
Freshman.
but with a lot of explosive speed.
Yep. I've seen her play last game, and she's getting a lot of playing time as a freshman, and that's definitely good. That's definitely good experience. You know, she'll be a big part of this team as they move forward in the future years. And here's Mr. Fiato walking in.
Maybe he'll hop on the broadcast at some point, the head of school for Lowell High in the stadium. But that was with the last play, a turnover on downs, and now Needham starting on the opposite side of the field at the orange cone
They
marker.
run the ball.
Number 5 with the shotgun run.
Yep. So, what up, miss?
Second down for Needham.
And here's Needham with the snap.
We got a rush.
Pass
Gets
play.
it off quickly.
And it seems as if
Number 15 smothered by the Lowell defense.
but these Needham guys, they got good hands. I don't think I've seen them drop a ball yet, like passing wise.
I believe that would be third down, Steven.
Yep.
Another blitz up the middle. Here's the pressure.
Oh, and it's incomplete.
All pressure up there.
That's a lot of pressure on that.
Rush the throw, try to find number 5, but number 1 for Needham was also in the area. And that'll be a quick 3 and out for Needham.
Yep.
Lowell back on offense.
I think Lowell got to try to get some points on the board here. It's definitely good to start the game on top. I think it gives the team a lot of confidence. So it'll be interesting to see the scheme they run on this drive.
Taking the field, and Diana Reyes once again under center. Imani lined up behind her.
And here's a toss. And quarterback number 14.
Ooh.
Oh, and she gets caught just right there.
Good play by number 5 of Needham.
Seems to be a big defensive game right now for both teams. As no one has scored yet. And it just stops after stops. So we'll try to see what team gets the offense going first.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe each half is about 10 to 14 minutes.
Yeah, I think around that time. Oh, and they fumble on that. That looked like a good play right there.
First time I was seeing such a play. Fake sweep reverse handoff.
Yeah, it's like a counter crisscross essentially.
Something like that.
We run something similar for our football team. Oh, by the way, I play for Lowell High football.
What position did you play, Steven?
Play middle linebacker and fullback / running back.
Middle linebacker, tough position.
Yep.
I did some of free safety back in my time at Everett High School.
Oh, really?
Here's Imani looking for the deep post to Diana.
Ball.
Ooh! Through the hands of Diana Reyes.
Wow.
Good ball by Imani.
Yep, that was a great ball. She got an arm for sure.
Lowell looking for a potential defensive pass interference.
And I heard you said you played for Everett?
Yep.
What year?
I graduated Everett 2016, so I played my freshman through junior year.
Oh.
I do have a couple of my former schoolmates currently in the NFL. Fun fact.
Yeah, you know, like Isaiah Likely?
Isaiah Likely.
You with them? Yeah.
Community hero. The city of Everett retired his jersey number.
Wow.
Him and Mike Sinmerstill. Mike Sinmerstill
Yep.
for Washington Commanders.
Yep. And they recently had a camp in Everett where they were doing 7-on-7s.
Yeah.
And they do it yearly.
Every year. Isaiah and Mike, they started it when they were in college. Free camp for the Everett youth.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a handoff for Needham. Number 5 finds the sideline, but flag gets pulled by Gigi Fernandez.
That was a great run for Needham.
I think the downs reset if they make it past the midfield mark, which is signified by the yellow cone in the middle of the field. So that would make it second down.
Uh-huh. So they might be aiming for that first down right now. And here's the Low with
Looking
the
for a
blitz.
pass.
Quick pass. And Low gets the stop by
Jasker Ray with the
yeah.
flagpole. On once again, who else but number 5? Wish I could get a name on her.
Uh-huh.
I also hope that the rain holds off. There's a 13% chance for rain in the forecast. Currently 59 degrees here in Andover, Massachusetts. Pass
Needham
complete
with
to
another
number
pass.
5.
Who knows if this rain starts, that it can make a big impact in the game because then the teams can't pass as much. With the ball
Jasker
wet,
Ray.
slippery.
Jasker Ray with that flagpole.
Mm-hmm. Needham on the snap. And another pass, and it's incomplete. Great defense by Lowell.
Gigi Fernandez on the tight coverage.
And Needham got a 3-and-out, and Lowell back on offense.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Can you confirm that was Gigi? I don't have a good
Yeah,
view.
it was
All right.
Gigi. Oh, and Lowell get possession from midfield.
Huh. I guess that yellow cone marker does mean something. I think they are at the yellow cone marker.
And Lowell lined up in trips.
Gigi on the center, looking for a pass. Possible wide receiver screen.
And
Just
a
a
handoff,
pop
jet
pass.
sweep. Oh. And a decent run by Lowell. They gained a couple yards on that.
Couple yards. They are in the opponent territory. I think this is the first time they've reached that far into the opponent territory this game.
Yeah. And they're looking to score first in this game.
Winner of this match proceeds to face off against Pentucket Regional,
Pentucket Regional.
the number 2 seed of this bracket.
And Lowell with the incompletion.
Gigi trying to find Bree with a short pass. But Pentucket Memorial on the field, not playing a game because they do have the first, what we would call an equivalent to a first round bye. First game rest.
Game.
Gigi in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Surveying her options.
It's trying to see it. Oh. Another incompletion by Lowell. And that will be a 3-and-out. And Lowell's defense is back in the field.
Needham going to take over from the far side cone marker. Just 5 yards away from the end zone pylons.
But Lowell's defense been strong this game. Needham hasn't scored a point. Yeah, well, neither team has scored.
Here's a sweep on number 5.
Oh, and she's still going.
Slippery. Getting past the first defender. Couldn't get past the second, but had the moves to do so. Almost. Hurry up offense for Needham. Right to the snap. Short
That's a
pass.
nice
Dump
pass.
down to number 5. Puts on some
And
moves.
she's still going.
And flag pulled.
See, there's a lot of intensity in this game, despite it's flag football. Not too much contact, but you can definitely see both teams bringing in the intensity.
Especially with the tight defensive coverage Lowell is putting on Needham right now.
Yep. Here's the pass, and it's incomplete.
Crowded up the middle. Needham had number 9 and number 5, along with 3 Lowell defenders in the same area.
Seems that Lowell back on offense already.
Quick 3 and out, maybe 4 and out.
Once again, this is a big defensive game. Neither team has scored yet. Just both teams back and forth.
So I think there is an option of practicing your fourth down. If you go for a fourth down, it's turnover on the spot.
Yeah.
But if you turn it over, if you defer,
Then the team gets all the way back.
yeah.
Oh.
Up, down deep.
Ooh. And
Pass too short.
Yep.
Who is that down deep?
I'm not sure.
Is that Vumi?
Nice.
Nope, Samantha.
Where is that?
Samantha Peer, number 8.
Number 8.
The
What grade is
team's
she in?
big play receiver.
Yeah, Lowell lined up in the spread and a toss back.
Diana reverses field, gets past her first defender.
Oh my God, she got.
Still putting on moves.
Oh. Yeah, man, she got legs. She could run.
It's good they Needham covered the width of the field. Otherwise, Diana would have been far if she broke that corner.
I think all she needs is a little opening and she'll be gone.
I believe this will be 3rd down. We got trips right. Here's a motion by Olivia. Here comes the snap. Passed out in the middle to Bree. Couldn't make the connection.
It's an incompletion.
And that might be 4th down.
Yeah.
Possession arrow changes. Possibly.
I think the ref seems to be communicating with the coach right now. And Lowell's still with the ball. I think this might be their last down if they don't make it past the yellow cone.
Needham going deep into some zone defense.
Yep. Yeah, no, they're in prevent defense. I think they're willing to let up any short yardage at this point.
And someone's going to call a timeout.
Yep.
Not sure if it was Needham or Lowell, but the first timeout of the game.
You know if this is 3rd down or 4th down right now?
A little bit lost on which down it is. Might be 4th down.
I think so. Yeah, that's why Needham was lined up deep. Because they know it's better just allowing short yardage and going for the flag rather than leaving somebody deep.
All right, here's Lowell lining up on the shotgun. Diana flanking Imani. Here comes the snap.
The ball.
Direct handoff up the middle.
She's still going.
And the flag eventually gets pulled by number 1 of Needham. Number 5. It was number 5.
She's made a lot of plays this game.
So to talk about a little bit about the popularity of flag football, this is the first game for Lowell High School, but flag football has been around in Massachusetts since 2023. Started out with 8 high school teams, 2024 expanded to 24, and now 55 schools are now participating in girls high school football in Massachusetts, thanks to the support from the New England Patriots Foundation, Nike, and NFL Flag. Lower part of that new wave of schools that joined just this year. And starting off,
it seems like
with 7 and 9, entering the playoffs.
Do you know what's Needham's record right now? Okay.
I do not have the information on Needham's record.
I noticed Needham don't have much players right now, so
pretty small team.
Yep.
I think who we saw on the field was 90% of the team.
Yep. So it seemed like they've got a lot of players playing both sides. Compared to Lowell, they have like an offense and defense teams.
And if they want to, they could have a special teams.
That is true.
But it's really good to see how many students at Lowell High School can join to be part of girls flag football. Brand new sport here. Definitely love to see it return next year. And when it does, strong foundation for more students to get involved with after-school extracurricular activities and sports.
Yep. And there's also a pretty good crowd out here. Seeing a few Lowell kids came out to support.
Making the trip all the way out to Andover, Mass.
So it seems to be like it's halftime right now, right?
You know what? You're right. That wasn't a timeout. That was a halftime whistle.
Yeah, halftime.
The Lowell Higher graduation was last Wednesday on the 4th, but the 3 seniors that are on the team did return to play in today's game, so we're excited that they continue to return and be part of the team.
Yep, it definitely showed their dedication as the leaders and captains to still being out here despite graduating.
And the commitment to the sport.
Seems like the game's about to resume right now.
I have a quick rundown of some quick rules from NFL Flag. 5-on-5 non-contact, no tackling, blocking, or diving. Players wear pull flags to end plays. Forward passes must be thrown from behind the line. Handoffs and laterals allowed behind the line. And there are 2 15 to 25-minute halves, depending on the host site.
Well, this is still a scoreless game right now.
Team switches field.
And it'll be Needham possession.
Needham going to the top of the camera frame now. Here's number 11 looking for a pass.
And that's
goes
a
deep down to the sideline.
ball. And wow, that was a great catch.
Pulled down by number 15.
That was a great catch. Deep
right
ball.
on the sideline.
Yeah, and that was a big play by Needham.
First play after the half. Here's a go, no huddle. Ball snaps. Number 11 tries to find number 5, but that's Jasker Ray on the coverage. One of the graduated seniors of the team.
She's also the senior class president, actually.
Senior class president, and she is heading to UMass Lowell to study nursing.
And Needham.
Oh, caught in stride by number 15. Needham strikes first in this first tournament game here in the Merrimack Division playoff tournament. That will put the score up 6-0. Needham has an option to go for 1 or from 2. You can tell by the distance from the pylon. If they go from the first pylon, that's a 1-point conversion. If they head 10 yards back, that'll be a 2-yard conversion, but it looks like they're going for a 1-yard conversion.
And Needham
number 11 makes
and
a 1-point conversion. That's 7-0, Needham up top.
It only took 2 completions to make it up the field. You know, seemed like Needham really loves to pass the ball.
And that was a beautiful connection from number 11 to number 15 as she hit her down stride, in stride down the seam.
That was a great catch.
Not an easy throw either.
Exactly. So
Let's
it's
see if-
interesting to see how Lowell will respond on this. Hopefully they could try to get on the board too.
Imani taking the snap.
Yeah, oh. It's an incompletion.
Trying to find her center, Bree, right after the snap.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be second down. Moisture in the air is picking up. My hands are wet from just the mist around the field.
All right, man. But this is a great environment for football.
Not gonna lie, personally, I'm a fan of this weather, but if I was an athlete playing, I don't know about that statement. Here's a hand up to Diana. It's gonna be lateral back to Imani.
And she'll run it. Oh, and she gets caught.
And that's going to be a loss of yards. I like the thinking there, going for trick plays.
Yep. I think they're really just trying to respond big and get on the scoreboard too.
Just as a reminder, there are 2 other games going on, so hard to tell when the whistle blows for either our game or in the adjacent games.
Yep. And low on the snap.
On the far side of the field, here's Imani snapping from her end zone.
Here's Imani looking for the she catch it and she gets caught.
Can you see the jersey number from back here, Steven? Who was that on the catch?
I can't see exactly from here.
You and me both. But that was a third down. Couldn't make it past through the first down marker, so now possession goes to Needham, making their way to the opposite side of the field.
Now hopefully Lowell could get a stop here. I think time must be running down. And here's Needham going for another pass.
Looking for the corner route.
See, like Needham, they really like the deep balls.
Too far for number 9 of Needham, Olivia Freshman, out there in coverage down deep.
Freshman. And here's Needham back on. Another pass. And it's incomplete.
Lowell had a play on that ball too.
Yep.
50-50 ball. And I think on coverage that was Aaliyah Burgos.
And it'll be Needham on third down right here. I think the coach is communicating to their quarterback. And Low with the blitz. Wow. That was a great defensive call by Lowell. Definitely putting pressure on that third down.
Great pass coverage. And I believe number 11 was trying to go for a toss at number 5. Pulled out, tries to find someone deep down middle.
And that will be Lowell ball. They still haven't got on the score yet, but hopefully they're able to score on this play, on this drive.
And from the sounds of it, it sounds like somebody on the adjacent field to our left just scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was a one handoff play all the way to the end zone, but
very impressive.
we won't get to see that.
Fortunately.
My eyes just went over there with all the cheering going on. Here's Lowell on offense. Imani under center.
And Lowell, ooh.
Play action.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's an incompletion. But that was a great play call.
Chris looking spiral. Could have found either number 10, Aisha Medina, or number 24, Layla. To be honest, I'm not too confident if that was number 10. I just, they're on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to see from here. And Low with the completion. And unfortunately, the offense haven't been able to get too much going right now.
Is that a number 10 you see?
Yeah, might be. What's the name?
I have it written down as Aisha Medina for wearing number 10.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Was that a stiff arm?
Ooh.
But flag gets pulled immediately after the catch.
You definitely see the intensity once again. This is a playoff game. Both teams definitely want to advance, so.
Believes that will be third down. Here's a snap for Imani. Imani rolls to her right, tries to find Diana Reyes. Intercepted by number 5.
And Lowell's defense heads back on the field.
First interception of the game. And then we see earlier number 5 making all the plays.
Hopefully the interception doesn't make Lowell demotivated. Here's a toss by number 5, and she's still going.
Gets pushed out of bounds after a decent gain.
Like you said, number 5 has made a lot of plays for Needham. I wonder what grade she's in. And Needham with the trick play, but great defense by Lowell number 1.
Jasker Ray. Good flagpole. Fun fact, this playoff tournament is a club format being supported by the Kraft Foundation, NFL flag, and the New England Patriots. Here's number 5, fires a corner after making a move. And gets pushed out of bounds, but breaks a pylon. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Needham up 2 scores.
2 scores to nothing. Hey, man, this Needham team is pretty good. I'll definitely say that. And Lowell quick to be back on offense. I think they're trying to get a quick score.
Here's a 1-point conversion for Needham.
Oh, actually, so my fault on that.
Finds the back of the end zone and can't hold on. So the score will be 13-0 with Needham leading. I bring up the Kraft Foundation, the New England Patriots, and NFL flag because flag football is not yet an MIAA-sanctioned sport, but it's anticipated to become one in either 1 or 2 years from now on.
Well, that's good. I think definitely more teams are going to be joining in the upcoming years.
Possibly different formats for playoffs and tournaments, scoring systems. That is number 7 with the direct run up the middle. Believe that's Vumi.
Yep. I think she's also a senior.
Vumi? Yeah. She is. We got stacked trips to the right of the formation. That's camera left.
And here's the motion from Lowell.
Pass up the middle to Bree, no good. Diane on the sweep. And all the cheering that you may hear, 2 teams scored at the same time on the adjacent fields here at Gleason Field. On the right, we had a safety, and on the left, there was a sweep run for the end zone. Back to the Lowell game now. Imani on the center, same formation as last time. We got another motion. This time it's, I believe that's Vumi with the handoff.
And she gets caught. It's a great defense by Needham. I think that might have been 3rd down.
If it's third down, Lowell looks like they're going to go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one of the game, they don't have much to lose going for it, you know. They're down 2-0. They definitely want to try to score here.
Imani under center is going to be a pitch handoff to Diana, trying to find some space, looking for some room to pass maybe.
But she's still going. That's great moves.
Got enough speed to make it past all the defenders. Pass the first.
Oh!
First down marker all the way to the end zone.
And
Touchdown, Diana Reyes.
Wow, what a great run. You said she's a freshman?
She's a freshman.
Wow. That was a great play. She made some moves back there. Yep.
Mr. Fiato asking if we got that video. Yeah, we got it on the video. This is Rated Media Lowell.
Wow, what a great play. That was definitely big for Lowell. Going for it on the 4th down and converting.
Here's a 1-point conversion. We got a tight formation. Rollout pass to number 24, Layla, and
they said it's.
Did you see the signal just yet?
They said it's no good.
Just short by a foot.
Wow.
Not even by a yard, by a foot.
So that'll be 13-6.
13-6, one possession game.
But I think that run by Diana definitely brought a lot of energy for Lowell. I think the defense is excited to be on here. They're just trying to get a stop.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a pick six.
Pick six. Huh.
Love to see it.
That'd have everyone going crazy if that happens.
Okay, but Diana had the patience with the third steps and then the moves to get past and slither through that first wave of defenders, passing the second line into the end zone. That was a great play. Here's the toss to number 5, another explosive player. This one for Needham.
And she gets caught.
Back-to-back explosive plays. That's Olivia, fellow freshman, making the play.
That number 11?
Yep. It's going to be second down for Needham. Split back formation for Needham. Going to be a fake handoff to number 15, reverse handoff.
Yep, that's another run. Seems like Needham have changed their scheme. They were passing a lot. Now they seem to try to run the ball.
Good counter deception there. Flag football is not just a game of athleticism, but pure strategy as well.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they're trying to run the clock.
Here's another. Needham back in the split back once again.
And
fake counter. Number 5 kept the ball.
Play. And she's still going.
Lowell trying to reach for the flag, trying to keep it clean, and they do keep it clean. Flag pulled by, once again, number 11. And once again, you hear all that train coming from Gleason Field because the teams on the adjacent fields just scored again at the same time.
Wow.
Crazy how it happens twice.
Interesting.
Here's a pass up the middle, open wide. Met immediately by number 4. I believe that's Aaliyah Burgos, another freshman on the team. And I believe that's definitely a timeout call on Lowell.
Yeah, this has been an efficient drive by Needham.
I think this is going to be a forced down play for Needham.
Yeah. I think they might have got the first down. Yeah, I think they got, but I'm not sure.
Oh, did their downs reset? I don't think we've seen many resetting of downs just because almost every play either ended up in a turnover or a score.
Yep.
When they make it past the yellow cone. Like an explosive play happening on your own side of the field going to the opponent field. But don't worry, when MIA makes it an official sport, we'll get a full rundown of all the rules, regulations, and guidelines of the sport by MIAA standards.
Hopefully by next year it's an official sport.
If not, maybe the year after. Here's Needham coming out of the timeout. on offense.
And they're in that double back set. I think they might be doing that handoff again.
And as a counter to number 5, you called it, Steven.
And
Number
she
5 gets
scores.
past all the Lowell defenders.
And she scores.
Up 2 scores now.
I've seen Needham. They changed their scheme here. I think because Lowell started playing like a lot of coverage because they were expecting the passes, so Needham started to run.
Those counter plays from the split back formation really deceptive. But number 5, really slippery as well when the space gets tight. So that would currently make the score 19-6, 2-possession game for Lowell. And we are in the second half. If Needham wins, they'll have to face off against Pentucket Memorial, who is currently warming up on the track. But Needham lining up for the 1-point conversion.
And timeout.
And then the winner against the Pentucket game, the quarterfinal, the top contender or the winner of that matchup will face off either against Westford Academy or Greater Lawrence.
Wait, so how many rounds are there?
3.
3. So if a team wins all 3, would they like move on to like
I
another
think
thing?
they go play at Boston College also in a tournament style. So you'll have 3 simultaneous games, and the winner keeps advancing to the next round until the finals.
Yeah. And the 2-point by Needham is
2-point conversion by Needham, no good.
Yep. And Lowell back on offense. I think they'll be definitely looking for a big play here, as it's a two-possession game.
2-possession game, and the clock is running down. Just heard her whistle, but I don't think that's from our game.
Low on the motion. She runs.
Here's a motion. Do you see the jersey number on the running back?
Not exactly.
I don't know if that was number 28, D. Ramirez. Here's Imani with a snap. Surveying her options.
She's looking for
trying
a deep
to get
ball.
the corner.
Oh.
But the referee blew the whistle before the pass got off. That's going to be a loss of down. And I believe that's also the final whistle for the game. So that would mark the end of the season for girls Lowell High School football, flag football. Their first ever season in Lowell High history. So a lot to accomplish for trailblazing a new path for Lowell athletics. And Needham advances to face off against Pentucket Memorial. Steven, do you have any thoughts about the flag football team in their inaugural season?
Yeah, I just think they did a great job this season. It seemed like they have a lot of young people on this team, so a lot of players will probably be returning next year. I think this is also like the first year a lot of them are playing like flag football, so this was definitely a learning season for them, but
a learning season and an impressive one nonetheless. They finished the season with this game included 7-9. Not bad for the very first time of the sport, and for many of these students, first time playing a sport. So we love to see the opportunities created to our underclassmen. Shout out to our returning seniors who came back to play and also contributing to the memories and history made here at Lowell High School. Once again, I'm Animo Osmani. On camera is Lowell High School TV Production Club volunteer Alior Torres. And joining me today was junior Stephen Manning.
Stephen Manning.